Coming up tonight, major websites around the world go offline during a sudden internet outage. The woman caught on video refusing to wear a mask at MBS has asked for charges against her to be dropped. And actor Gurmit Singh says sorry after pleading guilty for speeding at 131 kilometers an hour. This is the Straits Times Newsnight. Good evening, I'm Chao Suen. Now, also coming up on the show, we'll be naming the winners of our mystery movie giveaway, so stay tuned for that. Now, if you were online this afternoon, you might have had trouble accessing some major websites like Amazon, Reddit and Twitch. Several thousand were affected, including international news sites like CNN, the Financial Times, The Guardian and the New York Times. They were all affected, as well as the British government website. Experienced around the world, the problem was traced back to a content delivery network called Fastly that these websites rely on. According to Fastly, as of around 7 p.m. Singapore time, the issue had been identified and a fix applied, and the sites should be progressively restored. For a short time, its network was facing issues that caused degraded performance across all of its 81 data centers worldwide, including 2 in Singapore. Now, in an unrelated outage, some Singtel customers were not able to connect to the internet from home using fibre broadband after engineers carried out an overnight maintenance. Following a few hours of frustration, especially for those working from home, the telco announced that as of 6:14 p.m, all affected services have been fully restored. Now, in local news tonight, after being caught on video refusing to wear a mask at Marina Bay Sands, a woman popularly known as Badge Woman has asked for charges against her to be dropped. Poon Chu Yok telling the court today that she was a naval officer with a strong professional standing. She also said there have been procedural errors on the part of the investigating officers, alleging that she was arrested without a warrant. The 53-year-old, who faces 7 charges for various offences, including failing to wear a mask at multiple locations, has been offered bail of $8,000 after she was remanded at the Institute of Mental Health for 2 weeks. She will be back in court next Tuesday for additional charges to be tendered. And local actor Gurmit Singh has apologized to his fans after pleading guilty for speeding. He has been banned from driving for 3 months and fined $800. The 56-year-old was caught speeding along Woodlands Avenue 12 on April 12 at around 131 kilometers an hour on a road with a speed limit of 70. He posted a short message on Instagram promising to do better as a driver.
Hi everyone, you may or may not have heard about the news, but I just want to say I'm sorry and I hope to do better. Take care.
Now, if you're buying medication online, you might want to be careful. They could be adulterated with harmful or banned ingredients. The Health Sciences Authority has removed more than 3,200 product listings from local e-commerce platforms from January to May this year. The majority of product listings taken down included prescription medicines for chronic medical conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and for the management of cholesterol. For more details, visit HSA's website at hsa.gov.sg. Now, turning to the COVID-19 situation in Singapore, and there are 4 new community cases today, 1 in a migrant worker dormitory and 3 in the community. 3 of the 4 cases are unlinked, the remaining 5 cases were imported. Now, over in Punggol, 230 residents and visitors of Block 325A, Sumang Walk, were tested today and more will be swabbed tomorrow as part of a special COVID-19 testing operation. That's after 8 cases were detected in 3 different households in the block. We spoke to residents there who seemed to take it all in their stride.
It was a surprise because I saw the cases in Hougang and the other places, and I'm like, oh, okay, these places were quite surprising. And then less than I knew that it kind of happened at my same block. So.
Similar to previous HDB block swabbing exercises, residents were notified to come down for the tests via SMS and a leaflet to their home. They were also allocated a time slot. Residents described the process as smooth and fuss-free, with many being in and out within 10 minutes after registration.
It was very fast actually, a blink of an eye. I actually had an experience before, so I kind of knew what the swab test was about, and yeah, went through the process pretty quickly, the testers were very professional and treated us with care. Yeah.
I actually expected a queue because like 11:30 is like lunchtime, so I thought like everybody would come during their lunch break, but it's actually quite fast. Everybody is on their, I think should be follow their own time slot quite well.
And from today, over 30,000 Singapore residents with a history of anaphylaxis due to food and other medicines will be receiving SMSs to register for their COVID-19 vaccination. That's according to Health Minister Ong Ye Kung, who posted about it on social media this evening. Now, about 1 in 5 migrant workers living in dormitories have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 as of May 31st. That's 55,000 in all. The Manpower Ministry says it will be able to progressively ease restrictions for migrant workers once more are vaccinated and when the nation's COVID-19 situation improves. And KK Women's and Children's Hospital has set up a vaccination centre in the hospital specifically to serve its pregnant patients. The centre administered COVID-19 shots to 6 pregnant women today and is anticipating an increased uptake from KKH patients over the next few weeks. Now let's take a look at what's been trending on social media today. A rare corpse flower found at the foot of an HDB block in Sembawang has been cut down. This just days after it bloomed, much to the disappointment of many. It's the putrid flower of the exotic elephant foot yam, which is non-native to Singapore and valued as an ornamental plant by Anne Parks. In a Facebook post, MP for Sembawang GRC, Dr. Lim Wee Kiak, says he was sad to hear that the flower had been removed by a member of the public and that he hopes all of us can be more gracious, more respectful and more caring towards nature. Now, have you found yourself video calling your family and friends for just about everything these days? Well, that's exactly what Apple is banking on with iOS 15, a major update with new and more powerful features that enhance the iPhone experience. On day 1 of its annual Worldwide Developers Conference, the tech giant unveiled spatial audio for FaceTime, which will allow calls to feel more natural and lifelike. Folks on Android and Windows can too, for the first time ever, join in on FaceTime calls via a web browser. iOS 15 will also see the introduction of SharePlay, which will allow users to watch and listen to a variety of content in sync with friends or family members. Very useful if you want to binge a series with loved ones from a distance. And Marvel fans, here's something to get excited about. The long-awaited Marvel Studios original series, Loki, is finally here. Marvel Studios' Loki features the God of Mischief, played by Tom Hiddleston, as he steps out of his brother's shadow in a new series that takes place after the events of Avengers Endgame. The series launches on Disney Plus Wednesday, June 9th. And some more exciting news for the series. Today, Disney Plus debut Owen Wilson joins the MCU, a new featurette celebrating actor Owen Wilson as he takes his place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Agent Mobius. I love Loki and Tom Hiddleston, so I already know what I'll be doing this weekend. And now for the answer to yesterday's giveaway question. A big thank you to everyone who participated. Hopefully this will be the first of many more giveaways. And now for the winners. Congratulations to the 5 winners of our A Quiet Place Part 2 giveaway. You should have received a message from me on Facebook. Enjoy the movie. I personally can't wait to see it. And looks like I'm not alone. The film, which officially releases on June 17th, snuck into our cinemas early, last weekend to be exact. And in just 2 days, the film earned over 173,000 Singapore dollars, topping the weekend box office. So what are you waiting for? Tickets to A Quiet Place Part 2 is now available at all cinemas. And that wraps up the Straits Times Newsnight. Do visit straitstimes.com to see more news and videos. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the button below. Keep safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.